Hi everyone, Jeff and Steph, excellent adventure here. Today we're at Cove Oasis Trails in La Quinta, California. It's in the Palm Springs area. And we are going to do one of these trails. It's a cool day. It's 62 degrees right now. And we came here and they have a large parking lot, lots of space to park. And we're gonna check out one of these trails. So today we are going to do the Cove Trailhead. Looks like there's like pit bathrooms here. It is windy today, breezy and cool. So here is the trailhead map. Here's the trail we're walking up. It's outlined with rocks, so you know which path to stay in. There's trails throughout this whole valley. Hi everyone!
Welcome to Siberia.
It is super windy today here, and I hope the wind noise isn't too bad. Yeah, not very pretty, but it's not supposed to rain until later today. And it is fairly warm. It's like 62, as I said, so.
It used to be when I was younger that black cloud would always go over my head. But haven't seen it till recently.
Yeah, it followed us.
Yeah.
It found us somehow.
Yeah, it found us. So, in the spirit of all our other hikes, we're sure not to bring water because we like to
Live on the edge. We like to live on the edge.
Yeah, but here's the good thing: there's a lot of edible vegetation around here, so we're definitely not going to starve to death.
There is.
Look at all this. See it all?
Huh.
It's all dead. So no water, no food.
Yay!
Yeah. You thought Bear Grylls was tough, you know?
Check out Jeff and
He's
Steph.
That dude's nothing. Okay, so
It's upside down.
it is.
So we brought in Jeff and Steph's Excellent Adventure rock today that we painted. Yay! And so we are going to leave it somewhere for someone to find.
Right.
And if you find it, let us know. We try to leave these on every hike. Where are you leaving it, honey? Go! Mark it, set, go! Ta-da!
Hey, I'm gonna make a little thing.
Oh.
I'm gonna make a little special.
He's gonna build one of those Zen towers.
Actually, I'm not.
Oh.
Just to make it look extra kind of propped up or whatever.
Okay.
Uh-oh. There.
That looks awesome.
Look at that.
Good job! You killed it!
I know.
First task of the day done!
I did it.
Done! It is so windy up here. They're blowing away, literally.
That's gonna look so stupid.
You're like a baby bird. Straight ahead here. It looks like these trails go over these little peaks. But this trail is great for mountain biking. If you have a bike or hiking, running, they do allow dogs on these. Climbing up this little ridge right now. Jeff is climbing on the other side of me. There's two trails up here. Pretty steep. crossing up here. We gotta go to the top of the peak, honey. What'd you say?
What'd you say?
What?
What?
That? Yeah. We gotta do it.
Let's do it. If the bighorn sheep can do it, we can do it.
Yeah, the bighorn sheep can do it, so I think we'll be better.
Yeah, let's go up there and try not to get blown off the damn thing.
Okay. Hey, we're on it. Down the valley. Some people walking way out there. We're taking a little pit stop right here.
Now listen,
So pretty.
I don't recommend attempting to summit this peak without extensive mountaineering skills, ropes, crampons, the whole thing. But we figured we'd have a go at it.
Yeah.
We've already lived a pretty long life, so
We have
whatever
this
happens, happens.
adventuresome spirit, and
Yeah.
we just had to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what they say about climbing these steep peaks? Climbing up's the easy part.
Yeah, climbing down's gonna be brutal. We're gonna try that next.
I'm gonna try the egg roll down
The summer
without a
song.
helmet. Yeah. Should be all right.
We should have brought a barrel.
Right?
Yeah, or
My
sled.
Niagara Falls barrel. Almost got it done, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Catch you at the
Lock.
bottom. Catch you at the bottom. Bye.
We're right back at sea level,
We
FYI.
made it down the hillside.
Yeah.
And again, not pretty.
Yeah, it wasn't something that looked good coming down at all. So,
I might have ended up on a butt cheek, but
Yeah.
you'll never know.
I, on the other hand, oddly enough, didn't go down.
Yeah.
So, good for me.
Yay.
All right?
Yeah. So we were going to talk a little bit about simplification today. How to simplify your life and just, what's the word I want?
I like downsizing to moving into an RV.
Downsizing, yeah. Clearing out all the goods, you know, having a cleaner life. And we went through this whole process from living in a large house and simplifying over the course of the past like 3 years so that we could live in an RV.
Now, keep in mind, I think we had less stuff than a lot of people. Haven't been in a lot of people's houses, and to start off, we did not have a storage unit with extra stuff that wouldn't fit in the garage or in the house. So we're gonna start with the stuff we had in the house and the garage, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were kind of minimalist to begin with. We didn't have a lot of stuff, but we had enough. And we were able to slowly weed through that stuff and take it in baby steps, which is what we did. We do like a closet 1 week, or we, you know, do a section of the garage on a weekend. And we were able to sell or donate just about everything.
Everything we didn't want.
And we
but-
used things like Craigslist and, you know, selling apps. And we sold clothing and other household goods on Poshmark and eBay and Mercury. And there's a whole bunch of ways to get rid of stuff. And, you know, we did it that way, and we actually made money doing it too, which was nice.
And a lot of people struggle with family heirlooms, and you know, something their great Aunt Marge gave them, and they absolutely cannot part with it.
Grandma Sally knitted for them or made for them, or their china.
Yeah, their china, their hutch, stuff like that. So if you're transitioning to an RV life, you're going to have to really let that stuff go. So
So we were able to get rid of everything, and we do not have a storage unit still. Everything we own is with us, and we think we travel pretty simple, and our life is simple in return for that.
and like all the it's hard with kids stuff, you know, kids crafts and all that stuff that you kind of keep as your kids are growing up. And I think it's actually harder if you have an only child because it's maybe a little bit more precious to you. But what I did is I just had 3 bins and I had 3 kids, and I just gave all that stuff to them and
yeah, everyone had a
let them have
bin.
it.
Yep.
They liked it. They were happy about that, actually, you know. And if they don't want it, they can decide what to do about it.
Yeah, if they don't want to pass it on to their kids or whatever, at least it's in their hands and they can decide the fate of it.
Yeah. And, you know, as far as the storage, and I know a lot of people get them and a lot of people don't. A lot of people might get one for a year or 2. And the thing we were finding is, other than a itty bitty little storage space, you're going to be spending at least $100 a month, maybe more, maybe 150, 200. And you hear everybody say, "Oh, it's so freeing to get rid of all my stuff." That's really true.
It is. Amen.
That's such like a big anchor, you know. Everybody's got so much crap in their house and stuff that they think is so important, but it's just junk.
Yeah.
It's just junk. You go in your house, you sleep in your bed, you sit down to eat, you sit on your couch or whatever and watch TV. Everything else in your house is junk.
Yeah, we were able to get down to bare minimums, and I mean, as far as like kitchen stuff goes, and you think you need so many things, you don't. We have 6 plates, 6 bowls, 6 forks, you know, the list goes on. And we have enough for if the kids come or we have someone over for a meal, but you just don't need everything else, you know.
And how often did you really use that fancy Lennox china for your dining
Your
room,
wedding
which nobody
gift.
uses?
Yeah.
You know, it's just, you just gotta get rid of that stuff. It's just heavy
You
weight,
have so
useless stuff.
little space to store in. And we were talking the other day, we were laughing because we have 1 pot, 1 pan.
Yeah.
It's just become so easy.
Those are damn good pants, I can tell you that.
Yeah, but it's
One good
become
cutting
so
knife,
easy.
you know, it's very basic
And
what you need.
most people that live in RVs or in small spaces, they don't have dishwashers either. So you do dishes as you
still
use
got
them. Hey,
Yeah.
that's not nice. I am the nominated dishwasher in
I cook, she
the
washes.
family. Yeah, he cooks, I do the washing, but I do
Right.
all the baking.
Yeah.
And you don't wash those. I feel like I'm getting the short end of the stick
If I
here.
have a lot of extra time, a couple days, I might get after that stuff, but no, probably won't be doing that. But you know, I was a contractor, so I had a lot of contracting tools, ladders and stuff, and honestly, if you sell all that stuff, there's a lot of money sitting there too. That
For sure.
it's going to be a lot more fun sitting in your bank account than sitting in a storage space thinking maybe I'll use this stuff, and you won't.
Think of all the fun experiences you can have with that money and things you can do.
You'll get out on the road, and if you've thought it through like we have, there won't be any going back. You're going to love this lifestyle. It's completely freeing and nice.
Yeah, and we, as far as like clothes and stuff go too, that was one of our big concerns, was having enough storage for clothes and shoes, because we share one closet.
Yeah.
Where we used to have a big walk-in closet and each of us had a side, and we had a shoe closet just for shoes. I mean, that's over the top now.
Yeah.
And we laughed because we went in that RV life and our closet was decently full.
Yeah.
And in 7 months' time that we've been doing this, we have shed over a third of
lot.
that. Yeah.
I wear the same 5 stupid shirts every week, and the same flip-flop. I've got, I think, 5 pairs of flip-flops. It's like a life supply.
Yeah, and
So, I
we
mean-
both had a dozen pairs of shoes going into this, and we're down to probably 4 pairs each, maybe 5, including flip-flops.
I have 1 pair of underwear, and what I do is up, turn around, inside out. 4 days I get out of those. It's beautiful.
Ew.
No, I'm kidding.
Or you go commando.
Yeah, RV life is commando life.
Hashtag commando life.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, you really don't need all that stuff.
You
And, you're really not. I mean, I brought 3 bathing suits.
Yeah.
I've worn 1.
Right? Your
You know?
favorite one.
Yeah.
That's what we found out with clothing. As far as this life, you have your favorites and you wear
You'll
those
automatically go to your favorite
over
item
and over.
every single time.
As
you
long
open
as
your
they're
closet.
clean, yep. And we are blessed to have a washer dryer, so we
won't even get into that conversation about the.
yeah, we know
good
that's
and
a
bad of
bone of
that.
contention with people, but
Yeah.
yeah, we opted for the washer dryer, and so we always you know, we rotate and do laundry a couple times a week, so we do always have our favorites clean, and the other stuff just sits there in our closet.
And you can transfer all your photos to computer disks.
Digital.
Digital, yeah, digital is how we call it. And like I have a box this big full of snapshots and stuff when my kids were little, but that's all I got. And you also get to break the Amazon cycle, and I think we all know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
where,
cut the cord.
You're sitting in bed, and you're like, I want that.
I really need that hat. Right?
Yeah, I want this, I want that. And you hit the send button, and 10 minutes later the doorbell rings and you're stuck on the front step. So there's Amazon things we still need and we'll still pick up, but it's a need basis. It's not want basis. So
yeah, we have cut back. The consumerism is not a thing anymore.
Lord, with going RV life, you're going to hear a lot of people say, don't go out and buy everything you need for that RV, okay? So obviously when you start out, you need power cord adapters, sewer line adapters, and so forth, but all the other stuff, maybe a couple chairs, really don't need. We got it all, and you can do it that way, but you don't need to.
Yeah, and we haven't used a lot of it, and we found that out, and we also found out you can sell things when you're at campgrounds. They have like for sale boards in laundry rooms and community centers and stuff, and people sell like generators they're not using, or you know, their patio furniture, like the camping chairs.
We see that stuff for sale all the time.
Yeah, so you can shed things while you're on the road too, if you do need to do that. If you're at a place for an extended period of time, you can also post on their local like Craigslist, and that works also. A big thing that was freeing for us was we got rid of all the small appliances, and this includes,
we had them all.
Yeah, crock pot, panini press, coffee maker, coffee grinder,
Big like mixing bowl thing.
big blender, yeah, and a toaster, and
4-slice toaster.
yeah, and our whole countertops were just littered back at home with appliances, and we were able to do everything more manually because we have the time. It's kind of fun, but we use the pour over method for coffee. We got a tiny like 2-cup magic blender if we want to make drinks or something.
We got a 2-slice
a
toaster.
tiny 2-slice toaster.
We never used it.
Yeah, we never used it. We used to use them all the time.
I think when you live in a house, a toaster is the first thing to buy for some reason.
Right?
We never use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a small Instapot, which takes the place of the crock pot and everything else. It's lovely.
Yeah.
But
that's your best friend right there.
yeah, we cook with it probably 4 or 5 nights a week. You can do everything in an Instapot.
Yep.
We highly recommend it.
Yep.
Great Christmas gift for people.
Yeah, Instapots are the best.
Yeah. So we finished our hike and we found a nice bench right here at the entrance to the trailhead. See right there? So to summarize today, our topic, simplifying and maybe moving into an RV or a tiny space, and take baby steps. That's our biggest advice. I mean, we did this over the course of 3 years, and
you really
it still
wasn't
enough time.
You really got to plan this out if you want to do it. You know, you got to figure out what you need, what you don't need. Of course, the money thing, that's a different subject, but you'll have to figure out what you really need and what you don't need.
Yeah, what's important in your life. You'll find you just don't need those material things. They're just such a little part of your life when you're on the road and you're seeing new things every day and getting out and doing stuff. I mean, the stuff that's sitting at home on your bookshelf is not that important.
No.
And
no.
Again, it took us years.
Declutter your life.
Yeah, it took us years, and on the day we moved out, we sold our house, and the day we were supposed to be out of the house by like noon, we're sitting there well, we weren't sitting, we were standing because we had no furniture, but we're standing there looking at this pile of stuff, just this giant mound of bags and boxes of things that, we're like, oh my gosh, what do we do with this? Because, I mean, it was just so much stuff, and we literally donated it all. We went and we said, you know, there are things that I was like on the line about, and I held on to them till the very last minute. I'm like, I'm having a hard time. I might want this, I might not. And we took truckloads, and we said, you know what? I'm not even gonna think about it again. And since we left over 7 months ago, there's not one moment that I have thought about that stuff until making this video, or said, I wish I still had that.
It gave me anxiety talking about this stuff.
Yeah,
right?
It is stressful when you think back. I know that whole process was very stressful. We're not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
You know, just letting go of the house and all your material stuff, and just, you know, saying, okay, this is it. You know, we're committed.
And don't really make a hasty decision.
From our perspective, it is 100 times better than ever we would have thought. I mean, we
knew it was
having
going to
a ball.
be great.
Yeah.
We actually knew this was going to work out because we're very like-minded that way, and we knew this is what we wanted to do. But
yeah, for sure.
You know, it's 100 times, 1,000 times better than we ever expected it to be.
Yeah, we're like, oh, if it doesn't work out, you know, we'll figure it out. But oh my gosh, I can't even imagine not living like this anymore.
You can't picture what your life is like just completely chilled out and picking the things you want to do on whatever particular day, or not doing anything, or just hanging out. There's even a lot more joy in just taking your dogs for a walk when it's not, you got to hurry up and get the dog walk because you got to be somewhere. It's every little thing you could ever think of is magnified that much more into how much better life has become.
Yeah.
So, and we just look at each other and
pinch yourselves.
Yeah. It's like, are you kidding me? This is the best. This is the best. So.
Yeah, it is. So just, you know, if you're considering this life, start, you know, the simplification downsizing process now. I mean, it's never too soon. You don't need most of the stuff.
And honestly, if you start getting rid of stuff and a year down the road you say, oh, I'm not going to do that, you're still going to feel good.
It's just going to feel good cleaning out everything.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, you don't need 3 bins of baby clothes. No. You know, donate that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, your grandkids are not going to want to wear that stuff because your kid's going to look at it and say, ooh.
Ew.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No. I want to buy my own stuff. I don't want some old used clothing.
And if you have any questions on this at all, or want to talk about it, or guidance, or anything, I mean, we'd be more than happy to talk to you, or
we'll live chat you if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not professional therapists, but
we're not shy about it either. It was definitely work, and it wasn't like as simple as you think of just, oh, I'm just going to give away everything. But, you know, there are tricks to doing things. And again, we tried to make money off of our stuff, so we left with a little nice nest egg per se. Yeah. And there's so many ways to sell stuff. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed the hike today, and you got some good information out of the video.
And the mountain climb. Oh yeah, Sir
we
Edmund Hillary right here. Yeah.
So check out.
Am I dating myself when I say that? I think I am.
A little bit.
Yeah. Nobody knows who that is.
That's all right.
Yeah, okay.
So check out our other videos, and please like and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you on board, and
we'd love you to subscribe and make new friends, you know, and meet you out here on the road. It's fantastic, and sharing stories with long timers and people who just started is a blast. It's very, very fun. Yeah, very fulfilling. It feels good. And the community's awesome. We all help each other. It's exactly like you think. You know, if you have a problem, you can contact somebody, especially if you're on their subscription page. For sure. They'll reach out to you every time if you ask them. So take care, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye.